is the hospital category po. Good morning po, Doc.
Isang masalikas na umaga po sa ating lahat. In behalf of your Department of Health, Dr. Irvin Miranda po, here to present to you the hospital checklist for our Gawad Kalasag. Good morning, everyone. I hope that I'm coming in loud and clear. Secretariat, can we now move on to the checklist? So as we all know, the hospital category is intended for our local government unit hospitals, our private hospitals, and our national government hospitals. Caution lang po sa ating mga regional offices, lalo na sa NCR, our specialty hospitals will also be joining our Gawad Kalasag for this year. So kindly accept them and place them in the national government agency hospital po ha. At ito pong ating hospital category checklist, hindi po siya nabago compared to the other checklist po. We retain most, 90% po ng ating naman na checklist ay the ones that we utilize in last year's Gawad Kalasag. Mamaya iraran ko sa inyo yung checklist at isasabihin ko po sa inyo kung ano po yung mga binago natin. Kasi ayaw natin naman sobrang baguhin siya. For next year, yun po, intended talagang babaguhin natin siya para mas madali natin makita ang kakayahan ng ating mga hospitals. So for your hospital category po, this is puro buo po yung points na bibigay. Wala tayong half points na binibigay dito. No mercy points because we're looking for models for our hospitals na dapat resilient sila. So for a 100-point checklist po, let's start. Yung ating unang area of assessment would be disaster reduction management in health institutionalization with a score of 40 points po kabuuan. So under po nito, yung dapat yung ating mga hospital policies are aligned with our dream age. Such as yung may hospital order tayo na ina-adapt ng ating hospital ang policies related to dream age po. Kailangan may hospital order sila are a relevant issuance on this. That will make up 1 point. Baba po tayo. So, kailangan kung may polisiya, meron tayong unit na na-establish sa hospital ang ating dream age or ating HEMS unit. So, kailangan may hospital order, may 1 point. And then, dapat kung merong unit, meron tayong coordinator and assistant coordinator or our dream age manager that will oversee the unit. That is additional 1 point. So, hospital order ang ating means of verification for this. Baba po tayo. So, kung may unit, may magli-lead ng unit, kailangan meron din tayong operation center. Ito yung pinaka-nerve center ng ating Dream H unit sa lahat ng ating hospital. So, that is 1 point. Kailangan lang po dito ay mga hospital order at tingnan po natin kung updated siya yung ating mga hospital orders po ha. Kasi usually, although yung iba naman dito, hindi naman basta-basta nababago, kaya nababago yung chief of hospital, pwedeng retain pa lang. Pero tingnan natin na nandun pa at nag-i-assist pa yung mga tao na nakapaloob sa order na iyon. So another component would be having our Dream Age plan. Kasi maliban sa pag-a-adapt ng polisiya, pagkakaroon ng mga tao, kailangan may plano tayo. So dapat yung plano natin, yung ating Dream Age plan, is approved and disseminated at dapat updated siya. When we say updated, hindi siya dapat higit sa 3 taon mula sa ini-evaluate nating year. So hindi siya kailangan gawa ng 2024, pwedeng 3 years before. Kasi dapat pasok siya sa span ng 3 years. So 1 point yon. Next slide. Baba po tayo. Aside from having the plan, kailangan disseminated yung ating plan. That makes up another point. Kasi hindi kailangan yung DreamH unit lang ang may alam ng ating plan. Kailangan lahat sa hospital alam yon. And for our DreamH plan po, for our local government unit hospitals, dapat ang mag-design nito ay yung ating chief of hospital. For the government hospital, yung national. For our LGU, dapat local chief executive ng LGU mag-design ng DreamH plan. And private hospitals, yung highest officer nila. So, taas po natin yung slide. So, disseminated. So, dapat may documentation. And then, dapat yung plan natin may mga laman. Check din po natin. 1 point kung meron siyang general information, yung general description, geographical description, treatment, operating capacity, yung mga basic information about the hospital makes up 1 point. Kailangan meron din siyang hazard vulnerability assessment. Ito po, itong mga nakalagay dito ay kasampo sa TNF provide ng Department of Health sa ating mga hospital. Yung dapat laman ng ating plan. Kailangan may hazard map, both external and internal, may risk assessment, may prevention mitigation plan, may preparedness plan. So, pag nag-respond naman po, ito yung mahanapin natin sa response plan nila. Kailangan they have a section, management of the incident or the victim. Dito pinapaliwanag ang incident command system, information management, early warning, and then management of victims. Saan ba sila nagpo-provide ng kanilang treatment? Would it be in the hospital, in the field hospitals, in makeshift tents, yung mga ganon? Management of providers. Ano ba yung providers na meron ng hospital? May it be clinical, mental health, nutrition, or wash providers. And then yung logistics management po. Titingnan po natin siya, pati information management, kailangan magkakasama siya, 1 point for each component po. And then our recovery rehab plan is another 1 point po, making up the 12 points for this particular part of the category 1. So, taas po tayo. So, wala pang nabago dyan, ha? Pagdating naman po sa isa pang component yung ating, kung meron kang polisiya, may plano, may unit, kailangan may tao. Yung ating HERTS. Kailangan mayroon tayong hospital order na nag-identify ng members ng ating health emergency response teams. Ito yung ating rescue unit, kumbaga. Ito yung mga dinideploy natin. So, 1 point. Kailangan may SOP rin silang kaakibat. So, that's another point for 2 points. Dito po, ito naman yung sa trainings na kailangan meron po yung ating mga HERTS. Ang bibilangan na po natin ito, kung ilan yung tao nasa hospital order na HERTS nila, yun po yung pagbabasihan natin ng percentage. So for hospital safe from disaster, 1 point, at least dapat 5% nung nakaregister nila sa roster ay meron. Basic life support, binago natin, ginawa natin 40 points. At least merong training. ACLS, kahit isa lang, wala naman tayong binibilang na tao, at least merong. For standard first aid, at least 15% ng kanilang roster. EMT, yung Emergency Medical Technician course, kahit sino nag-provide, wala namang requirement kung gaano karami. Pero kung may presensya na merong isa, 1 point na yon. MCM, 5%. Hero, 5%. Speed, kahit yung Dream H Manager lang o kaya assistant. ICS, wag lang executive course. Basic course could warrant the 1 point. And risk communication trainings conducted kahit yung Dream H Manager lang or assistant manager, a handful warrants 1 point. So, ito yung isang nabago lang yung sa percentage ng ibang training, laling sa BLS at sa SFA. Inalign natin sa maturity level ng Dream H natin. So, kung may tao, kailangan ng gamit, baba po tayo. Taas po natin. Essential emergency commodities, kailangan meron tayong. So, commodities, kailangan meron tayong adequate stockpile ng ating commodities and medical supplies for disaster response. Kailangan yung ER natin has adequate stock to cover 72 hours. Kailangan may SOP, may mga memorandum of agreement or understanding tayo sa mga local suppliers. That makes up 1 point. And then dapat meron tayong funding to procure commodities. So work and financial plan po ang titignan natin dito to make up the 5 points. And now for another component naman, yung essential din yung ating functional OFSEN. So for the OFSEN, kailangan meron tayong hospital order, may SOP ng reporting forms, and then yung ating logbook, may ICT equipments tayo. Hindi naman kailangan lahat ng uri ng ICT meron. Ang mahalaga lang po, titignan natin may redundancy. Kung may landline, may cellphone, okay na tayo doon. Kung may cellphone at may internet, okay na tayo doon. Hindi nyo kailangan hanapan ng lahat. Depende naman po yan sa kakayahan ng hospital. Ang mahalaga lang, meron silang iba pang means to communicate and coordinate yung pangangailangan ng hospital. So another indicator will be having a dedicated OFSEN and staff. Importante po yung floor plan and yung photo ng ating OFSEN and then yung duty schedule po to come up with both points po. So all in all, for this part of the checklist, may buo po tayong 40 points. So for the next subcategories, emergency, disaster response capacity, and accomplishment. So, kailangan po meron tayong pre-identified designated space for triaging. This is different from the usual triage na nasa ER. Ang inisip po natin triage dito, hindi yung the usual na meron tayo. Kung sakali po nag-search capacity tayo, yung additional space po na itatayo natin, yung ad hoc facility for triaging, yun ang hahanapin natin. So, kailangan may approved plan, may photos tayo. And another point, kung meron tayong additional space where to accommodate our patients po. Okay. Dapat merong referral system din tayo in place. That makes up another point. Babalikan natin yung mga tanong later pa. dapat meron din tayong emergency network. Alam naman natin, pag surge capacity, pag disaster, kailangan may network din tayo. Kailangan meron tayong referral network, meron tayong hospital order to create that, at meron tayong updated directory that makes up additional points. And then dapat tayo rin ay nagpa-participate sa mga activities na to. Either umattend tayo sa networking activities or tayo on a ghost. So we need a post-activity report and action photos to get the 1 point. And then partnership through MOA, Memorandum of Agreement and Understanding Stakeholder, 1 point. So 5 points po yun. So ang accomplishment naman natin for disaster, may listahan tayo ng mga emergencies, disaster, planned events na respond din natin for the year. So, hospital order, importante doon. So, that's 1 point. May documentation, another point. And then, meron tayong photo documentation din, additional for 3 points. And then, every response na ginagawa po natin, meron tayong post-incident evaluation. So, kailangan meron tayong minutes of the conduct ng FI or after action review, attendance sheet, and action photos to get the points as indicated. So, maliban sa pagresponde at paggagawa ng PI, importante rin na nagagamit natin yung ating mga lessons learned. So, kailangan may documentation tayo ng best practices. Tapos, napakita natin na na-conduct natin yung PI at gumawa tayo ng mga recommendations. That would warrant the additional points po. So, sa ating mga regional offices na evaluate po. Tingnan po natin ha, kasi minsan iba ano natin paulit-ulit na po ang ginagamit. At hanapin po natin para mabigyan natin ng tamang puntos. So, the next category for 20 points, yung ating hospital structure and non-structural safety indicators. So, this is another 20 points. So, as of last year, yung ginamit nating HSI tool, kailangan meron silang validated tool for this year at kung meron sila ng succeeding 2 years, 2 points, so 5 points. And yung grading naman po, based pa rin sa dati, kung lahat for elements related to structural safety, pag lahat ng buildings ay nakascore ng, ng green, 3 ang score na bibigay. Pag less than 50, na-grade ng A, 2. Pag less than 50%, grade of 1 lang. So, importante ma-coach natin yung mga hospital na ipakita yung assessment na sa HSI tool for the current year na binabalidate natin. So, baba po. So, building integrity, the same. Para po, pag lahat ng buildings, 3, 50%, more than 50%, 2, and less than 50 is 1. For element B, structural safety, the same din po yung grading natin. So, titignan lang natin yung resulta ng kailang HSI tool po. So, next po. So, kabuuan po nito is 20 points po. Based on the previous na rin natin, na ginamit na checklist. So, baba na po tayo. For the last category, sige po, is the hospital functional indicators. So, yung conduct ng yung ating mga drills po, importante. So, dito, for drills, yung ating NSED, and then sa mga areas na vulnerable for tsunami, we could also look into if they conduct their tsunami drills din po. And then that's 4 points. 1 point for each quarter na nag-conduct sila. Kasi iba minsan nakakaligtaan na parang 2 quarters lang yung pina-provide nila. So, we just give them 2. And then fire drills po, at least 2 fire drills. Ang kailangan natin makita as means of verification is yung evaluation report, documentation photos. And then dapat meron silang guidelines on how they conduct their drills and exercises. Yung kailangan SOP for 1 point. And then when they conduct their drills, hanapin po natin yung kanilang evaluation form and documentation photos. Baba po. And then for our additional plans po, yung ating PSCP or Business Continuity Plan, kailangan kung may PSCP sila, 1 point kung approved. At kung disseminated siya, na-share nila for the year na kinukonduct natin, 1 point. For CP, kung ano yung identified na hazard sa ilang area, dapat may contingency plan sila. 1 point if approved. And then documentation of their dissemination activities po to propagate or inform the others of their plans. Minsan po maging migpit tayo kasi ibang entries natin minsan na pinapakita lang yung cover. Wala man lang laman yung approval sheet, tas ano yung contents ng kanilang plan. Importante rin po kasi nakikita natin. Kasi we have a previous experience na sinabing ipapakita na lang yung plan sa field validation. Mali po yun. Kasi hindi naman yung front page lang check natin. At least sana may konting snippets din sila nung kanilang plan. approval page, table contents, and then as a brief summary kung ano yung laman ng kanilang plan when we guide our entries po, ha? So, baba po, yung susunod na mga procedures naman for disaster response, yung availability ng drinking water, ng food, and then yung infection prevention and control, and then having the SOPs for decontamination, and having your PPEs po. All constitutes a 20 points po. So all in all, we have a checklist worth of 100 points po. No mercy points will be given. Check po natin ang mga MOBs natin for our entries to get the respective points po. Okay, sa mga tanong kanina, balikan ko. Sa mga walang percentage, kahit isa lang po ang nandoon na train na part ng Hertz nakakuha ng kanilang certification, wala tong problema. They will get the 1 point. For this year, ito ibabalikan din namin for next year. Mukhang magigipit na kami next year. So kung walang percentage na alagay, kahit isa lang sa roster na active ang may training, that's 1 point. Yung susunod na tanong from kay Sir Jetro ng ating DOH car. At the moment po, wala tayong points for epidemiology and FET training. For this po, wala po tayo. Pero we will consider this sa next year po. Kasi hindi po lahat naman kasi nakakakuha. And then yung speed kasi talaga ina-advocate natin. Or, ayun po. For this year, yung 1 point per speed muna. Iklaro ko muna. For next year, we will consider this suggestion. Baka i-rehash namin yung iba. Baka maglagay na lang tayo ng parang 1 point or 2 points for other trainings na maaring mapaging pakinabangan ng ating mga Hertz po. I hope I have addressed the 2 questions on the chat. Kung meron pa ibang question po, you may now feel free to ask your questions po. So kung mapapansin nyo, kung dati kayong validator or sa region, wala po tayong in-overhaul sa ating checklist for this year. Pero nung present namin to sa National Screening Committee, may comments sila na dapat nakikita na natin hindi tayo institutionalization, yung practice na talaga ng DreamH. So for 2026, expect na mas rigorous yung ating checklist. Pero for this year, we retain muna. Don't use for inside AO. Okay lang po. AOPs will LIPH pwede pong gamitin natin to suffice na yung sa work and financial plan. Evidence lang na may allotted funds po tayo for our DreamH and procurement for response operations is okay po to get the whole points po. For our regions po, lalo sa ating mga national government hospitals, wag po natin i-consider yung sub-allotment as part of their investment for DreamH. Kasi po yun, ayuda yun. Hindi naman lahat nakakuha ng ayuda. Ang hahanapin at pupuntosan natin, yung sagaan ng hospital, kung meron talaga silang allotment for our program po. Yun ang importante. Any more questions po? Yung STAR tool, pwede naman, basta natin sa DreamH plan, ha? Yung sa survivability, pwede naman gamitin yun. Ang mahalaga lang may part ng DreamH plan na makikita natin na inassess nila yung threats and hazards nila. Thanks, Muscleman. Thank you for that wonderful question. Pwede naman po, for the 1 point. For 2026, i-revise din natin kasi itong part na to ng criteria natin, yung sa DreamH plan. Parang i-maximize natin yung points mechanism natin. For our CHDs po and other partners po, magandang ikalat nila sa mga hospital na feeling nyo may strength din naman na makipagsabayan for GK. Pwede naman, yung sa DreamH plan, pwede naman silang gumamit talaga ng kahit hindi STAR tool. Basta makita lang natin na na-identify nila yung risk and hazard sa ilang hospital. Kasi yung gagawa nila, nakita nila na kailangan lang i-address ng plan. For M&E tool, yan po yung kasama sa gagawin namin for 2026. Yung monitoring and evaluation. Yung isang criteria. Isa ring comment din ng DILG yan ni Sir Robin sa amin na parang for the longest time palaging ganito lang yung tingnan natin. Bakit di natin consider yung kung gaano pinapractice yung DreamH, yung conduct of meetings, and then how they conduct yung M&E. So noted po on the concern from DILG and Sir Lloyd. For this year, wala po pa talaga. At the moment, wala. For 2026, we will consider talaga yung M&E tas overhaul ng checklist. Noted po yan. Thank you. Any more concerns po? Heads up lang po, pag nag-check po tayo, advice sa region, maging mabait tayo sa desk evaluation. Pero wag naman sobrang bait ha. Kasi minsan kasi talaga kulang lang, hindi lang marunong mag-package yung ating mga hospital. Kaya hindi lang na-explore. Siguro pag nakapag-assess na kayo, may nanalo na sa inyo, pakabalikan na lang din yung packaging. Kasi minsan doon talaga nababawasan ng puntos na may mga naliligdaan. Special reported data on mass casualty. Sige po, isasama din natin yan, yung sa reporting din, importante rin yan. Yun yung talaga maximize natin that the hospital should not work in silo, that health should not work in silo. Kailangan yung report nila nabibigay din sa appropriate appropriate entities din po. For our hospitals, reflect sa amin na nababato namin sa DILG. For our local government unit hospitals, dapat na ibabato nila sa LCE nila or sa dream system nila. Kasi hindi tayo stand-alone. Napatunayan natin ng COVID-19 na health is a concern of everyone and we could provide better service kung tulong-tulong po tayo. Noted po, for Sir Lloyd, sa improvement ng ating sasama ng M&E and then yung reporting to manifest talaga na working yung ating Dream Age as a whole po. Noted po. Maraming salamat for that comment po. Secretary, pa-capture para at least pag in-upgrade natin for 2026, mas mas ma-improve natin yung category kasi we're seeking for excellence. Hi, Sir Frankie. Nice seeing you here. Miss you. Regional offices po, if you would want to invite us for the cascading of the hospital guidelines, to inform nyo lang yung secretariat at kung may schedule, I will be there to provide the assistance or I will have someone from our office to explain the checklist po para at least mas maunawaan ng ating mga entries po and ating mga regions po. Hi, Miss Peng. Good morning. Nice seeing you.
Good morning, Doc. Tanong ko
Yes po.
lang.
Yes po.
Oo. Doc, during last year's evaluation, verify ko lang, Doc, kung yung total number percentage of PLS-SFA na hiningi natin is yung total nung staff, Doc?
No, nung
Kabuuan
hertz
or
lang.
yung herd lang?
Hurt lang, ma'am,
Oh.
ma'am Peng, hurts lang. Kung ano yung
Ilang
dineclare nila
percent?
na roster, sa roster nila, yung naka-DPO, naka-hospital
Oh,
order, yun lang
hospital
hahanapan natin.
order.
At
Yun
i-verify
lang
nyo na lang
ang,
kung nandun pa yung mga taong yun, ha. Importante kung nandun pa sila. Kasi hindi siya padamihan. Kung ilan yung existing, yun.
okay. So, ang kuan dyan, sir, is yung hurt lang, tapos i-ano lang nila yung updated na mga staff, baka wala
Yeah,
na, no?
baka wala na. Yun yung isa sa matitignan nyo din pag nag-coach kayo,
Oh.
dapat ang i-reflect nila yung nandun nung validation year natin. Tapos mache-check din
Okay,
naman
so,
pag nag-field validate, mache-check din.
oo,
Tapos
ilang
pa-assist
percent
na lang
tayo
sa
ngayon, sir?
HSI ha.
80?
Yung sa
80
HSI,
tayo? Oo.
ha? Oo.
Ilang percent yung, ano, sir? Doc,
15,
80?
80 ba? Pero 50 lang yung nandito nilagay niya namin nila Elmi.
50?
15. 15,
15%
tas
of the
40%, oo.
hurt.
Of the hertz, oo. Next year natin
40% of the hurt.
iipinan. Tapos, ating mga DOH
Okay.
regional offices, kung kaya, di ba may checklist naman tayo, kung pwedeng yung paggawa ng summary for the HSI para madali din para sa kanilang desk validation. Kung para at least kung for this category, ilang buildings yung naka-grade A para mas madali din mag-check. Assist na lang natin sila paggawa ng mga documents kasi minsan doon talaga nagkakatalo. And especially yung tabbings po kasi kawawa rin yung mga validators. Sana pag maapal yung document, makakatulong talaga yung proper tabbing. Kasi dati na-experience ko, yung isa dating nating awardee, ang ganda ng tabbing eh. Nung malapit na sila sa finish line, pumangit yung tabbing. Tapos kailangan po lahat ng contents na hinanap sa checklist ay nandoon po. Para sayang naman po yung pagod nila na magpasa ng entry tapos hindi magigrade dahil mali-mali. And then check the years po ha. Dapat 2024 ang mga documents. Hindi siya pwedeng advance kasi hindi naman po yun ang ginigradean natin. Kasi meron tayong ganun na disqualify kasi yung ahead siya, hindi yung evaluating year ang kanyang sinama sa entry. Sayang po yung pagod. So look out na lang din natin. Thank you, Miss Feng. Kamusta na lang sa mga
Salamat,
tiga-Caraga?
Doc. Yes, Doc. Thank you, Doc. God bless.
Any more questions po? Okay po. With that, I would like to close the session. Thank you for your kind attention po. Any concern, please feel free to contact the Secretariat and they will provide us the information na kailangan po ninyo. And we are more than welcome to assist you po, lalo ang ating mga OCD regional offices to cascade yung ating checklist for hospital. I do hope na mas maraming sumali. Kahit try lang, at least makita din nila, mag-gauge din nila yung capabilities din nila and for us to be able to provide the technical assistance po. At tandaan natin, hindi lang sila ang natututo sa atin, kundi tayo rin po, natututo tayo sa mga good practices, best practices ng ating mga hospitals kahit maraming challenges po tayong kinakaharap. With that po, isang malusog at ligtas na umaga sa ating lahat. It's always been a pleasure to be with my Gawad Kalasag family. Good morning po. Secretariat.